The Rare Book and Manuscript Library at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign is located on the third floor of the University Library. The library is one of the largest special collections repositories in the United States. Its collections, consisting of over 500,000 volumes and 3 kilometers of manuscript material, encompass the broad areas of literature, history, art, theology, philosophy, technology, and the natural sciences, and include large collections of emblem books, writings of and works about John Milton, and authors' personal papers. History. For the founding of the University Library into the 20th century, rare materials were housed within the main stacks. Significant early acquisitions, now housed in the Rare Book and Manuscript Library, include the Richard Aaron Collection on German Pedagogy, acquired in 1913, the H.A. Ratterman Collection of German-American Literature, acquired in 1915, the James Collins Collection of Irish Literature, acquired in 1917, the Julius Derner Collection on Theology, History, and Literature, acquired in 1918, and the Antonio Cavani Collection of Italian Books and Manuscripts, acquired in 1921. Professor Harris F. Fletcher, a member of the English faculty from 1926 to 1962, advised the library on the purchase of books by and about John Milton, often assisting during his own visits to England. In 1937, the library decided to designate a small space on the fourth floor to house Fletcher's collection of approximately 5,700 volumes. In 1966, the Rare Book and Manuscript Library acquired the large personal collection of Professor and Shakespeare scholar Thomas W. Baldwin, with strong holdings in Renaissance pedagogy, literature, drama, history, and politics, in an attempt to collect books that Shakespeare and his contemporaries might have read in their lifetimes. As a result of these and other acquisitions, the library is a significant repository of English influence from the 16th to 19th centuries and incunabula, including numerous items from the New Haven firm of C.A. Stonehill. The library also began collecting incunabula. By 1950, its collection of pre-1501 influence numbered nearly 400. The library developed some of its specialties following specific major acquisitions. An elephant folio of Audubon's The Birds of America is the centerpiece of substantial ornithological holdings. The library acquired 82 cubic feet of H.G. Wells manuscripts in 1954 and has since added numerous related items and small collections to its Wells holdings. The RBML also holds a large collection of Marcel Proust correspondence, comprised in part of materials collected by Professor Collector Philip Kolb. The current Proust collection includes over 1,100 holographic items, as well as additional resources for research on Proust and his contemporaries. Under the leadership of Robert B. Downes, the University Library began identifying rare titles throughout the general stacks and subject libraries, bringing them together in a new, larger space designated the Rare Book Room. Downes actively sought to enlarge the library's holdings in its areas of strength and to develop new areas of interest. During his tenure, the library acquired numerous major collections, including the Lloyd Francis Nickel Collection of 18th-century English literature, the Ewan Cannon Basket Collection on freedom of expression, the Spanish Civil War Collection, the Marvin T. Herrick Collection of Italian plays from 1500 to 1700, the Jacob Holliday Collection of Economic History, the Franklin J. Mine Collection of Mark Twain, the Yamagiwa Collection of Japanese illustrated books, the Harwell Collection of Confederate imprints and sheet music, and a large group of Carl Sandburg papers. By the end of Downes's career, the Rare Book Room had moved from its fourth-floor co-location to the library's West Wing, where the RBML remains today. Collections. Pre-1500 books. The collection of over 1,200 incunabula from the 15th century is one of the largest university collections in the United States and is especially strong in classical texts, theology, pedagogy, and science. Early modern books. The library's strengths include materials from the 16th and 17th centuries. The library holds significant collections of books by and about writers such as Shakespeare and John Milton, as well as various important editions of the Bible and pedagogical materials. Modern books, literature, history, and science are well represented, with strong holdings in first editions of 19th and 20th century English authors. Books related to travel and exploration and social history. Also noteworthy are collections in radical literature and anarchist newspapers, natural history, fine press and typography, and the history of publishing. The library also holds 162 cubic feet of unpublished film and television scripts, manuscripts. The Rare Book and Amp Manuscript Library's manuscript collections contain materials dated from approximately 3000 BCE to the present day, including clay tablets, medieval illuminated manuscripts, early modern codices and documents, and modern records. Manuscript holdings are subdivided internally by size and date. The bulk of the RBML's early manuscripts are codices covering subjects such as religion, music, and history, but it also holds a cuneiform tablet, papyrus fragments, and individual and groups of manuscripts. Many of these early materials are written in Latin. The Rare Book and Amp Manuscript Library also has an extensive collection of manuscripts created after 1650, including codices, single-item and small collections, and large collections. The library owns the world's largest collection of Marcel Proust correspondence, as well as the personal papers of H.G. Wells, Carl Sandburg, W. S. Merwin, and Gwendolyn Brooks. Several collections pertain to the Spanish Civil War, and the library has a collection of materials created by the Combat Paper Project. The library's later manuscripts complement its other holdings in subjects such as literature, history, natural history, and music. Most of the manuscripts are in English, but languages such as German, French, and Italian are well represented. The library also owns items in Arabic, Hebrew, and a Batak language. Collection of Count Antonio Cavagna San Giuliani di Gualdana, Italian nobleman, writer and bibliophile, consists of 90 feet of manuscripts and pamphlets on Italian history from 1116 to 1913, with special emphasis on the Italian unification period around 1871. It is one of the largest collections of Italian language materials in the United States. Graduate School of Library and Information Science. The Rare Book and Amp Manuscript Library at Illinois is deeply involved in the training of new generations of curators and special collections librarians. Jointly with the Graduate School of Library and Information Science, the library offers a certificate in special collections librarianship with courses on a wide range of topics, including special collections librarianship, exhibition preparation, bookbinding, medieval manuscripts, the history of paper, bibliographic description, and rare book cataloging. The program emphasizes an apprenticeship model, and 2 to 10 GSLIS students work in the library every semester.